We're happy you could be here with us. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline and checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. Then it's Conley. Then it's Rudy Gobert. And it's Moore in at the two-guard position. And for the Bucks, we'll see the talented pair of Middleton and Giannis at forward. Baller is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Portis in at the center, locking down the middle. Hey, Greg, what are you looking for here as they enter their first night of a back-to-back?
We'll see how the coaching staff distributes minutes among the players. You don't want to overuse your guys tonight and leave them sluggish for tomorrow. It's about finding a balance.
Now here is Conley. No coverage that time. McDaniels got the opening field goal of the game for the Timberwolves. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Back to Lillard. Here's Baller, coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Good on the three-point shot.
The rebound come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
To the wing right side. Here's Baller. Lillard outside. Jacks up a three. And another three for Milwaukee.
And one of the most prolific three-point marksmen in league history, Logo Lillard, has unlimited range.
Now here's Conley. 9 points last game out. Pass to Gobert. Now McDaniels. Over Middleton. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Back to Giannis. Here's Baller. McDaniels defending. Pass to Baller. Back to Lillard. The tray. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Moore outside. Conley the pass to Gobert. Fades away. Rebounded by the Bucks. They come into this half played Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, you know, the cohesiveness was evident out there. These guys feel like they can win in any arena. And they proved it that game.
D'Angelo, the pass to Giannis. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Incredibly for the Minnesota Timberwolves, Clark, the 2004 playoffs are the only time they've won a series.
You know, Kevin, with Kevin Garnett, they had a few 50-win teams and some excellent coaches. That just tells you, I think, how hard it is to win in this league.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Yeah, lots of sloppy play in that. Several key miscues. They just couldn't overcome the mistakes.
Well, you know, you got to take care of the basketball. Hopefully, they learn from that game and are better going forward.
Here's Gobert. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
Yeah, but I like how he defended as well. You know, he got a couple blocks in that game and just an all-around great effort. And their offense already in a flow, some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And slammed by Gobert.
One of the best lob partners in the business, Rudy Gobert.
And the Bucks with possession. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Nobody near Lillard. Buries the long-range jumper. Lillard's got his third basket of the night.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Floats one up. And it's good on the layup. Lillard's got 11 points.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And here's Gobert. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Bucks leading by 12. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Here's McDaniels after the made shot from D'Angelo, and that's a foul called on Baller. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Milwaukee. McDaniels finds Towns. To halt the run, they grab their own miss. Back to Gobert. Shoots over Portis.
And you know what? Call it great defense or poor offense. Either way, they're limiting their scoring.
Bottom line is they're ahead on the scoreboard, and that's all that matters.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
D'Angelo, the pass to Lillard. And that one drops. 13 points in the game.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
In the February now, the power rankings have lots of statistical analysis to pull from. You look at the Heat, they're gaining on some of the teams trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And you know, for the Bucks, they were projected to be one of, if not the best team in our league, and thus far, they have not disappointed.
Now here's Conley. Nothing on the board. To the paint. Here's Moore, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Here's Baller, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Already, let's see how the East is matching up. Taking a look at Milwaukee. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well.
And right now for the Bucks,
They had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for them. Middleton and Giannis slot in at the small and power forward. Damian Lillard out there with Baller. And it's Portis in at the 5 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Here's D'Angelo. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Clark, when you think of top rebounders today, Rudy Gobert is a name that comes to mind.
Yeah, he's super long and tall, but that's not just why he's such a dominant rebounder. He's got a real good knack for reading where balls are coming off, and the timing that he has is pretty impeccable too. And even though he's north of 7 feet tall, he does a good job boxing out as well.
really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Minnesota shooting 28%, a rocky performance for them offensively. Moore outside. Here's McDaniels, and the three ball is good. McDaniels got 10 points.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Here's Baller. He has 6. Middleton the pass to D'Angelo. The way the league is now, Greg, on any given night, we sometimes see a team fall flat. Is it just luck of the draw?
Sometimes players are tired, and sometimes they relax. You know, this is why leadership is so vital, setting that standard for others to follow.
So he gets them both. Conley, still scoreless. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Inside, here's Giannis. Rebound, Minnesota. Minnesota again turning it over. And here's the pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Towns. The shot goes down. Very good possession right there.
Developing the catch-and-shoot jumper. Giannis has done a nice job with that.
Conley against Lillard. Conley, the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
So it's Minnesota now. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Outside Conley. Timberwolves passing it around. That shot wide open. Moore's got 5 points so far.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Here's D'Angelo, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And that's 12 points for Baller.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Conley kicks to McDaniels. Here's Towns. Back to McDaniels. 5 to shoot. And here's Moore outside. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Milwaukee's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
McDaniels, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the toughness McDaniels plays with is impressive. He doesn't back down from any defender inside.
And the 28th pick in the 2020 draft, Clark, Jaden McDaniels has more than outplayed his draft position.
Yeah, you know, there were some question marks year one in college at UW, but you look at him now, hey, length, mobility, skill set, those are things that every team wants and needs.
D'Angelo, the pass to Portis. Basket counts. Portis has got his second bucket of the night.
And Portis is focused. Fantastic at fending off contact on the way up.
Moore dishes to Conley. There's the lob.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
That one goes in. Middleton's got his second basket.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
To the inside, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Driving inside. Baller, that's good.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Anzo Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Passes it to Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. Defended by Middleton. The kick out to Towns. The offensive rebound. Gobert can't hit. For Milwaukee, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. And it's Giannis missing. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Pass to Conley. Portis against Towns. And they call an illegal screen here. Let's have a look at the league's top scorers for the past month. To see these guys have been hot. You take a look at Ball, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, Anthony Edwards. Another guy who can get a lot of points, top 5.
What a threat both of these guys have proven to be, especially over this stretch. Scoring machines.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Anderson comes in for McDaniels. And Morris subbed in for Mike Conley. Milwaukee's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. Baller, that's good.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Baller in that last game against Phoenix was outstanding. He scored 45 points. And as expected, he distributed the rock and got his teammates involved. Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. We'll see what he has in store for an encore. Can't wait to see. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
And Anderson kicks to Moore. Can they get it? Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Moore's got 13.
Yeah, he's owning them on the offensive end, but, you know, he can't do it by himself.
And for Milwaukee, their shooting has been out of this world, 74% from the field. D'Angelo makes it off the glass.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Timberwolves have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter. Over 50%.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
D'Angelo, the pass to Lillard. Here's Baller. 20 points for him. Puts it up from 17. The Bucks working the ball around. Lillard from outside, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Back to Moore, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Ooh, you've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage.
Fellas, that's exactly why they look to get him the ball around the rim. I mean, it's either a dunk or free throws every time.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Pass to Towns. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Picking up his second foul here has to be careful because they can pile up quickly.
A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Malik Beasley in for Lillard. And then for Minnesota, Garza's checked in, and Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Moore. Garza gets the bucket.
That was big because they dug a big hole.
And a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out. But it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Here's D'Angelo. Back to Beasley. Puts up a deep three. Minnesota with the rebound. Garza's got 5 rebounds tonight. Left side, Towns. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
You know, as they try to cut into this lead, they're having a lot more success with the three-point shot here in the second quarter.
And there's the pass to Lopez. Right side, Portis. Here's Baller, covered by Morris. For 3, Beasley cans it from downtown. Beasley's got 5 points so far.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Garza gets the bucket. Garza's got his second basket of the game.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floor.
Beasley finds Portis. Here's Baller, covered by Morris. 1:06 left in the first half. Back to Portis. Beasley with a clean look. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Beasley's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. The kick out to Towns. And it's off from three-point range. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half of the game. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting in this game 45%. And the wide open shot from Morris. Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock. And that one, good. Anderson's got his first points in this one.
Boy, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the boards because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Lopez passes to D'Angelo. The shot's good. Baller's got 24.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Well, that might be fair, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
And so it's Milwaukee with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Baller having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, he's got that locked-in look in his eyes tonight, and he's not going to start taking it easy. I think he's going to be going hard until that final whistle blows.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. Then it's Jaden McDaniels. Then it's Conley, and it's Moore in at the shooting guard. And stolen by Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
And it's astonishing how Lillard can run up the scoreboard when he's in that zone. He is scary on offense.
Moore inside. He's covered by D'Angelo.
And offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to sit back and admire the creativity there.
Here's McDaniel. Oh! Man. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
These guys go flying through the air like that. I love it. McDaniels showing what he's got on the slam there.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Conley against Lillard. Conley kicks to Moore. Off target from three-point range. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. D'Angelo. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Baller's got 26 points.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Baller. 26 points for him. Rebounded by Moore.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Conley finds McDaniels. Rejected by D'Angelo. And here we go, the fast break with Giannis. Good work there as it goes. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Conley against Lillard. And finished off by Gobert.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Baller, that's good.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Here's Conley, still without a basket. With an assist this trip down, he'd have 10.
He's got terrific court vision, and he just sees the play as it unfolds. He plays chess while everyone else is out here playing checkers.
Towns dishes to Moore, just 5 on the clock. And that one hits back iron. The Bucks have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third, a 75% clip. Middleton the pass to D'Angelo. Lillard outside. Takes it inside.
Boy, the ability to knife inside and convert Lillard is fearless when it comes to attacking the basket.
And they've gone to the full court press here, looking to make things as difficult as possible and maybe force a turnover or two.
McDaniels kicks to Moore. And a miss there on the triple.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Gobert with it. He has 6. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this badly.
Bucks passing it around. Here's Baller. 28 points for him. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Baller's got 30.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Gobert. Shot to stop the run. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got 15.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this one.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
For Milwaukee, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
Gallinari, he's checked in for Portis. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Moore. Over in the corner, Conley. Moore outside. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Beyond his wingspan, Giannis's timing is what makes him a special shot blocker.
A minute 50 left to play here in the third. Clock at 4. Here's D'Angelo. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Garza's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Morris into the lane. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Boy, that's a good player missing from point-blank range. That's one you got to convert.
Greg, taking a look at Monte Morris for a second. Got to be inspired by his terrific story.
I mean, from late second-round pick to a seasoned NBA player, Morris never gave up on himself and continues to impress with each passing season.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Timberwolves have gone Twin Towers with Karl-Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. Gobert says, I love playing with another dominant big because I've always thought that I could pass. I know that I can make guys around me better. Cat says, we complement each other. He's a generational talent on defense, and I think I'm a generational talent on offense. Kevin, I'm a generational talent on sideline reporting.
You are indeed, and that's why you are in Springfield. No argument here, David. Thank you. McLaughlin, no good. And the Bucks, they're shooting 54% since they had a chance to talk things over at halftime. They're looking locked in out there now.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Fires of the pass to Morris. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Bucks ahead, running away with this one. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Is showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's...
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Got a piece of it. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo out there with Pat Connaughton. Then it's Malik Beasley. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's D'Angelo in at the point. Miller, the pass to Nix. Clark, I'm not sure there's been another era in the NBA with so many fantastic passers at every position.
Yeah, you know, I think it's a function of what we saw going back into the 80s with Bird and Magic and how they shared the ball and were such great passers. Then you had another group of outstanding playmakers at the point guard spot and on the wings. So now centers at this particular stage of the game's evolution are playmakers, excellent passers, and are players that teams can run their offense through. So I think it's just been kind of a natural evolution because of the skill level of all players when it comes to passing.
The Bucks shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. Bucks passing it around, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Miller outside. And And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves are looking out. On Monday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And the Bucks making a change here. Jackson's checked in.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Here's Knicks. And the NBA last season, Clark setting records in attendance. Fans are pouring into the arenas on a nightly basis.
Well, it's a great game. I mean, you and I are biased, Kevin. We love the NBA. I played in it. You've broadcasted for a long time. But I do think there's another element, not just the excellence of the players, but the parity that exists now. There are a lot more teams that are playoff worthy, and that keeps them and I think their fans engaged as well.
Outside Conley. Pass to Knicks. Launches it. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got his 4th rebound in this one.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer. Boy, he's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Antetokounmpo passes to D'Angelo. Left side Jackson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Out left to the wing. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. To the middle. And he makes good on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points in the quarter. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Bucks?
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Connaughton finds Antetokounmpo. Here's D'Angelo. Lays it up off the glass. Baller's got 43 points. We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these 2-game, like, baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And that's a foul called on Baller. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Morris checked in for Mike Conley. Here's Knicks. Pass to Garza. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Timeout called the Bucks.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major or it could be just a slight tweak.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. Jackson. Miller grabs the miss. For Minnesota, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. No good from Moore. And the Bucks, they're shooting wonderfully up to this point, 67%. And it's Connaughton missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Clock at 6, stolen away. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Knicks. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And the Stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing's on target.
That shot missing. Good D by Miller. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Minot can't get it to go. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Timeout called the Bucks. And these days, you know, Clark, the trade for a star player takes a stockpile of draft picks, doesn't it?
Well, that seems to be the one way you can assure yourself of getting a proven star somewhere in the area of his prime. You know, and it doesn't always work out for both parties. Teams typically, in that case, would have to mortgage a bit of their future to get a player of that caliber. So it is tilted towards more risk than reward in most of those scenarios.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance. Challenge Player of the Game, Baller.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do court tonight.
He doesn't take over games like this very much, but it's always possible. And when he does, here at home, these fans love it. Just 5 to shoot. From deep, Gallinari. Milwaukee the rebound. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
The up fake from Lopez working to perfection.
And he can't get the first one. And he's good on the second. Here we are looking around the NBA. Clark, which division do you think is the strongest overall?
I think it's pretty clear, man. You look at that Pacific Division out west, you're talking Clippers, Lakers, Warriors, Kings, Suns. Show me another division that can match that for entertainment value, quality of number of all-stars, and caliber of the teams. That's the one.
Milwaukee's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Baller misses. Stripped away. Down low. The shot's good from Lopez.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Here's Jackson. Jackson throws it down.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Here's McLaughlin. The pass to Garza. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's D'Angelo. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup. Baller's got 45 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Here's McLaughlin out to the wing. Moore left side. Here's Garza. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Here's McLaughlin. He's guarded by D'Angelo. Here's Garza. It's good from long range.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
And amidst the tall timber, he's right at home, extremely comfortable. Lopez getting it done.
Anderson passes to McLaughlin, and the shot goes down.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Puts up a three. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
The Timberwolves shooting struggles apparent, 37% from the field. McLaughlin, the pass to Garza. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Anderson's shot is off. Milwaukee has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Baller misses. Here's McLaughlin. He's covered by D'Angelo. And Anderson gets it to go.
That's serving it up on a platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
There's a minute 47 left in the game. That one good for 2. 51 points for Baller.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the defense.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Anderson passes to Garza. That 3 off the mark.
Himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Inside, here's D'Angelo. He got it again. Sensational.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bucks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Baller.
I thought his active hands were a big help. I mean, he took some chances on defense, and his gambles paid off. He got a bunch of steals.
And he knocks down the first one. Looking at the Bucks, GA, they've made the playoffs every year since 2017.
And Kevin, as long as Giannis is at the helm, that streak should continue for a while. He's arguably the best player in the world. Guys want to play with this kid.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Here's McLaughlin. He's guarded by D'Angelo. 11 feet away. McLaughlin, no good. Well, this one is winding down now. Milwaukee can watch the clock run out. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Called on Baller. That will be foul number 5 on him. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Like tofu, you get like no boo. I wanna like old news, like go hooves, hold on, like go cool, hold on. Hey, look, I'm cooking up like soul food. You like tofu, I'm on a date at no boo. You out of date like old news. I'm in this ear like go hooves. I'm just insane like go cool. I'm in a like whole crew, hold on, oh shoot, hold on like shoot, hold on shoot, hold on switch, shoot. Shoot, hold on, ayy, shoot, laced up, hit the jump man, 10 toes down when I dunk it, laid up, no discussion, what? Feel like someone I'm dunking, feel like Chris and I'm running, feel like Chris and I'm signing, feel like Chris this money, feel like Chris and I'm crossing, shoot, hold on, hold on, switch, shoot, hold on, ayy, shoot, wait, I'm cooking up like soul food. You like tofu. I'm on a date at no boo. You out of date like old news. I'm in this air like go hoops. I'm so insane like Goku. When I go out with my whole crew, had a whole city like oh shoot. When I'm coming through, not the 1 or 2. Step, in my Jimmy Choo. I'm blessed like I chew. Well dressed when I'm in the mood. If I had my shoes, all this press like a photo shoot. Click, pose for the chew. Hold on, shoot, hold on, switch, shoot, hold on, ayy, shoot, wait, shoot. I'm cooking up like soul food. You like tofu. I'm on a date at no boo. You out of date like old news. I'm in this air like go hoops. I'm so insane like Goku. When I go out with my whole crew, had a whole city like oh shoot.
And a bun and a dream and a manicure nail as I drown in the deep. I wanna move like a freak. I'ma believe. She sounds sweet. I say, oh gracias, baby. We do our dancias, baby. You paint your love just like a brush. I hang with Basquiat's, baby. And now if you come here with me, then I got nothing to prove. Just like a wave, I'm trying to see just what you do.
Spend all of my money, all of my money. All of my money, all of my time. You spend all of my money, all of my money, all of my money, all of my time. Good times, let it go. Sunshine when you walk. Hot times, let it roll. Sun don't shine when you walk.
Oh, now you all on my mind. You calculating my pride. I say I wish she was mine. And she say, now you had all of my time. Move slow, you dripping. No, enamored by your design. And she say, now I hit or I either miss. Leg gon' defeat my kiss. Transform my heart to Swiss. Say the beach make me